Flynn Broadcasting Stations. It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy, Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan Harder in the hizzy. We got a very busy show. We got Jay Ham at 11:30 talking NBA action. We're going to talk about that Grizz Nats. They got a big game tonight. It's a big game, man. Minnesota, Memphis, 8:30 is the tip. A little late here in the Mid-South, but it is on ESPN, man. ESPN. Only bad thing about that means we won't see Brevin and Pete. You know what I'm saying? Rob. All the locals, over at Bally's that we always watch. But Grizzlies got a big game.
Big game. And the T-Wolves are bickering, John. I don't know if you said a little bickering in the locker room right now.
Well, how would you like it if I said that you were fat?
Well, I would hate it if you were Karl Anthony Towns and you were notorious. If Jimmy Butler already told us everything about you and what a word that we can't say on the radio you are.
Yep.
And so I would really hate it if I was that guy. I mean, come on.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, yes, Ant-Man is been basically chastised by Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns.
Like people know you don't care, Carl.
Yeah.
People know Carl. That's a great way to call it. It's
Carl.
Karl Anthony. Because it's not Karl Anthony Towns. His first name is Karl Anthony.
Yeah.
Weird spot for a hyphen. So his last name is just Towns. His name is Karl Anthony. K.A.
Let's just call him Carl.
Carl.
Carl,
Diminishes his basketball
Carl
talent.
Towns.
If we call him
He doesn't
Carl
feel like
Towns.
Carl Towns is just another dude playing pickup basketball out of the precinct.
Carl Towns is an accountant, I think.
It sounds like
It's
it
not,
doesn't.
probably not a basketball player. No, but I would hate it if that guy. I mean, that guy's not a leader. He's a bum. He only cares about himself. I mean, he's a good player. I shouldn't say he's a bum, but he only cares about himself. Give me a break.
He's not a fan of the Kardashians either.
Is he not?
No, because Jordan Woods, who got kicked out of the Kardashian
That's right.
clan
That's his girlfriend.
because she started sleeping with one of the Kardashians' boyfriends. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Kylie. I almost said Kyrie. Kyrie on the brain. Kylie's boyfriend.
Which one was Kylie's boyfriend she slept with?
I can't remember for the love of God. It's
they just go through so many men.
Travis Scott, maybe? No, that's who she's
No,
married
Travis
to
Scott
now.
is still with him. By the way, he's Astro World, isn't he?
That's right.
Yeah, that didn't go over very well.
No.
But
that's when the people died at one of the concerts.
It's kind of a bad night. But you know what?
Pop culture here at Johnny Radio's happening.
Man, I don't know if you know this. We're plugged into everything. But I do have to say, Ryan Silverfield, did he save his job last night? Tigers went out and beat the brakes off of him.
I am excited. If they go to a bowl game, like a late December bowl game, and
give him another year because he does have two of the best recruiting classes that have ever come through the University of Memphis, period.
They're young right now.
Maybe next year he puts it all together and he figures it out in year 3.
That's
I'm
right.
hopeful because he's such a good guy. And the thing is just the Tiger fans are so worried that this thing will be back to the Larry Porter days and 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
If he was
Feel the revolution.
If he was a jerk, we would all be saying, "Get this guy out of here." If he wasn't a good guy, and like Gabe Kuhn says, I don't want to put Gabe's information out there, but he says he's his favorite coach he's ever had.
Yep. It's true.
And so, I mean, if he was a jerk, it would be
Has
a
Gabe
lot easier.
ever said that on the radio, though?
I don't know. Should I not say that? I mean, sorry, Gabe. I don't know. You know what? I take it back. I might be
he likes
misremembering
Mike
something.
Norvell, Justin
He
Fuente.
loves them all. This guy's his favorite. That maybe I don't know. Reckless speculation. But sorry, Gabe. But either way, I mean, and John, if they play a late December bowl game and they're the only thing on TV that day, the whole football world is gambling on the University of Memphis. They win a bowl game. I still think that's exciting. Do you still think that's exciting? I think it's exciting.
It will keep on. It'll keep the streak going. It'll keep people entertained. The thing that scares me most about Memphis football isn't even Ryan Silverfield.
What is it?
It's the new conference. It's the schedule they have the next 2 years. It's how empty is that place going to be when you? I mean,
there was nobody there last night.
I mean, let's just be real. Are you excited to go see Bethune-Cookman, or are you excited to
HBCU?
Is that no? Who is it they were playing?
No,
with?
they believe that's
It
right.
is. Is that right?
That's right.
Man, I need to pull my phone out. I lost my phone, by the way.
You got your Grizzlies gold hat on today for the gold jersey night. Is that a new hat?
I got it yesterday from
How
the
about
Grizzlies.
that? The Grizzlies giving things out. Why don't
Yeah,
they give
baby.
me things? I'm the hoops guy around here. I mean, please.
You
come
know
on.
what? Because we think that bald is beautiful, and I'm ready for you. I'm
that's
ready
right.
for you to keep the hat off because one, it can lead to like loss of hair, I believe.
That's what people say.
Is that a wives' tale?
It's a wives' tale, yeah.
You sure?
There's
It's
no
just
way that's
genetics,
true.
isn't it?
It is. There's no way.
But I'm ready for you to go Woody Harrelson in that movie Natural Born Killers. Just straight razor that
Shave
joint.
it all off.
Shave it all off.
People call that coming home.
Coming home?
When you're a bald guy that's losing your hair, coming home is when you end up shaving it all off.
Dude.
Come home, man. Come home.
Just come on home, man. I think it would be
How about
great
that?
for you. But yeah, Tigers 26-10. There was a good fight in the game as well.
2 of them.
Oh, I didn't see the second one.
So there was one in the first quarter.
The
where
one I saw, I think it was not in the first quarter.
It was the end of the game.
was-
You saw that one.
Yeah,
The first one was a scuffle.
a scuffle
The second was a fight.
where they ripped the helmet off and
That's
everything.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, maybe that was the first one then.
The first one was the helmet rip off.
That's right.
I did see both of them.
Yeah, and the second one, dude got kicked out.
Dude got kicked out. Yeah, you're right.
I left before
How
that
is
happened,
it that
so I
I
didn't
saw,
see that.
You know what? Maybe it was Twitter the reason I saw the first one.
Twitter. That one was explosive. So I'm up there. I'm like, what's going on? They're getting after it. Then you see the video on Twitter of the guy ripping his helmet off, threw him down to the ground. I love a good football. Things got chippy. What? Tulsa and Memphis, big rivals? I mean, things are getting chippy down there. And then Dave reminded me Tulsa's fight with Mississippi State 2 years ago in the Armed Forces Bowl after the game. So maybe Tulsa's got a
What
little
else
reputation.
are you going to do in Oklahoma except for, like, drink and fight?
I got family in Oklahoma. Watch that.
I mean, I got family from Oklahoma.
There you
My
go.
mom was born in Oklahoma.
So we can't disparage Oklahoma
My
that way,
grandfather
John.
played baseball for OU.
A lot of oil men in Oklahoma. My mom was born in Oklahoma. How about that? Shout
My
out Mom.
grandmother was born in Oklahoma.
Wow.
I got like 3 family members that were born in Oklahoma that are directly like to me, man.
Oklahoma roots over here.
Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. But it's more hotty-totty,
Go
gosh
Pokes.
almighty. Who the hell? Alabama. I ain't going for OU right now.
Go Pokes, though. That's Oklahoma State, right?
I cannot stand
Mike Gundy.
Mike Gundy.
I thought you liked his mullet.
I like it when he has his mullet, but he doesn't have his mullet
That's
anymore.
right. He shaved his head.
And
or
I liked
cut
it
his
when
hair.
he was a man and he was 40, and now he's like 50 and he's annoying.
Come after me.
Come after me.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
That's him. That's him. But
For doing everything right. I love that video.
I do too.
It's one of my favorites.
I do too. But like I said, we got a very busy show. Jay Ham's going to talk NBA at 11:30 because the Timberwolves and Grizzlies are playing. Utah's still in first place. I don't know how they're doing it. The Kyrie situation.
Good roster.
LeBron's team is straight up trash.
That's right. That's what you say.
How's Spider-Man doing, by the way, over in Cleveland?
He's like a top 5 player in the
That's
league
what
right
I was
now.
going to say. Remember when people were like, I don't know. I don't know.
I said I don't know.
Yeah, I was basically talking to you.
I said I don't know.
You're like, I don't really think he's a superstar.
I don't think. Well,
He's averaging 31.9 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 6 assists.
he's
son.
playing offense at that level, but an elite player to me, you got to play both ends, and he has a lot of other guys do that for him. Now, Steph Curry.
There's not that many MJs in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's right. Well, now Steph Curry is not an elite defender by any means, but he can still go out there and score 40 every night. So if Donovan Mitchell can do that, and then everyone else on his team is an elite defender, that's fine with me.
I was getting ready to say everybody else on that team is pretty good at defending.
Garland is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Garland's coming out playing like a jackrabbit. I don't know, a bat out of hell. And then you got Jared Allen playing really well for them. He had like 20 rebounds the other night.
Bring that up, you know why, don't you?
Why?
And you brought up Steph Curry, so I guess you already know it because Cleveland and Donovan Mitchell, Spidey Man, are out in San Francisco. Cavs play the Warriors tonight. Warriors are a 1-point favorite.
How about that?
Warriors are 4-7 on the season. Have not won on the road, but they are 4-1 at home.
Yes.
So I'm kind of curious. We're going to find out what Jay thinks. I want to find out what you think.
I've already
of that
placed
ball
a
game.
bet on that game, actually.
Who'd you take, Cleveland?
Yeah, but I had them at +2.5.
Whoa! So that line's dropped.
That's right.
All the way from 2.5 to 1.
People are betting the Cavs, John.
People are betting the Cavs.
The Warriors
Speaking
are
of
only
betting,
favored because they're the Warriors. They're not playing good basketball. Their bench can't guard anybody. Their bench is terrible this year. Other than Jordan Poole is a good offensive
Is
player.
it because Draymond clocked Jordan Poole? They just don't have any chemistry anymore.
I think this was an issue even before that happened.
Is it the young bucks they're just trying to
He's got
bring
too many
in.
young guys. They don't have enough veterans on that bench.
And Clay's not the Clay from old after all the injuries.
So I got 3 NBA bets today, John, but we got college basketball starting at noon today, and I've got 2 nooner bets that we have to take later today.
There's nothing better than a nooner. I cannot wait.
So we could be gambling and watching our bets and feeling some type of way about them while the show's going on today.
Speaking of bets, by the way, we got Lee Sterling on today.
Love Lee, man.
Give me a little Lee. Went 7-2 last week, I believe. I think that's what
We had somebody reply to our tweet last week disparaging Lee. Let me tell you something about Lee Sterling, okay? He does all these sports, and I'm telling you what, I have wasted money on a lot of bad handicappers in my day, and Lee ain't one of them. I'm telling you that right. No one's paying me to say that either. John didn't pay me to say that. Lee didn't pay me to say that. I've followed a lot of bad handicappers. You're going to make your money back. You get Lee and then some. Promise you. Guaranteed. Hockey bets. Last year I took his hockey bets. Killed it. This year he does MMA all the time, and football he's been killing it. Please. People, stop disparaging Lee, please.
And by the way, I don't know if you know this. I asked Lee the games that I want to know about. Like, these aren't the games that are on his card. Lee comes on here, and I ask him about a game, and do you not notice how he just goes off? I'm going to ask him about Alabama and Ole Miss today. I'm going to ask him, I'm curious about that Tulane Central Florida. I'll talk about the Georgia Mississippi State, and I want to know about LSU Arkansas. LSU's only a 3-point favorite over Arkansas after the whole Liberty debacle, which I think those games are fascinating for me and for you. And I'm going to ask him about the Titans and the Denver Broncos.
Go Titans, because they're our local team, John, right?
That's what I'm doing, man. I'm trying. I've been taking your advice. By the way, I do have to make fun of you for a minute. Did you, you know that?
The Heat?
Oh, no.
That was terrible.
I don't even want to talk.
That's not on me or you, John. That's on the Heat.
15-point lead in the third quarter with 1 minute left. They cut it to 12 going into the fourth quarter.
Can we help Jimmy out, John?
Can Jimmy buckets? I mean,
he had 38.
By the way, why is everybody else shooting the ball in the fourth quarter?
Give it to Jimmy.
Give it to Jimmy. He's getting fouled on every single time. Oh, so frustrating. But speaking of, I forgot to say, you know what 12:30 is?
T-Money Brasky.
T-Money and Brasky. You know Brasky has been preparing for the Ole Miss-Alabama game for 2 weeks.
More than that. All year.
He said his liver is now completely pickled.
That's right.
So, by the way, he's been all up in that Tito's all week long. I tried to talk to him yesterday. I didn't understand a word except for, I love Tito's.
Loves Tito's.
I loves me some Tito's. So we got a busy show, but I do have to make fun of Jay real quick because do you remember how excited you were when Jaden Rashada decided to go to Miami and commit?
Oh, no, I don't. I didn't even know who this guy was till today, but yes, I was so excited about him.
I thought you were all excited because, look at what Mario Cristobal's doing.
I have touted his recruiting
I think the day it happened,
classes.
You didn't know who he was, but you saw that he was one of the top 7 quarterbacks in the entire country.
That sounds about right.
You're like, I don't know who he is, but hey, they got a top 10 quarterback.
That's right. That's how I follow recruiting.
Guess who now's gone?
Yeah, he's going to Florida.
Yeah, dude, he just backed out of the Miami thing after watching
Maybe he'll flip again, though, John.
Because he knows he's not as good as TVD, and if TVD can't do anything in that Mario Cristobal offense, guess what? Neither can Jaden Rashada.
You know, they had like a record number of recruits there last week to watch them lose to Florida State in embarrassing fashion.
Yes.
And all the Miami people on Twitter were like...
Billy Napier is saying to Mario Cristobal, thanks, buddy.
But people are saying, like, that'll help. When they see how bad the team is, that means they know they'll get on the field right away. I don't think it helps for recruits to come to a game where you get blown out. That's just my opinion. Maybe it does, though. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I've only recruited basketball.
Maybe you think playing time, look, I can play next year for sure. Look how bad this team is.
But there's no way they think like that.
No, they don't.
There's no way.
Nope.
That's just a positive spin that you're putting on it because you love the U.
7-1-2, by the way, Lee went. He lost, by the way, his college game of the year by half a point, which Air Force was such BS.
Oh, that was they should have
scored
covered.
The touchdown,
literally, and they took it back. I'm watching the game. I see him score a touchdown, and all of a sudden they don't want a touchdown anymore.
And then they took it off the board because
ridiculous.
I mean, and then they kicked the field goal. Oh man! And there were so many. They dominated that football game the whole time. But after he lost that one, which was very early in the morning, my man won 7 straight, 2 pushes.
That was a 10:30 game. Tim, it's voice crack.
Yeah, that was
a 10:30 game.
Yeah, but it worked out kind of good for me because I pushed because I, for some reason, got it at 6. I bought it down, so I didn't really.
I got it at 6.
I was still ticked off.
Yeah, because you wanted to win your bet.
Yeah, I did. I did. But now it is time to get into a little bit of the thing called the box. I like being in the box. Everybody likes being in the box. I feel like I didn't cover something. What was that? I wanted to say
Well, I
something.
have to give up my college basketball bets at some point because we're about
That's
to have
what
Jay
it
on.
was. Thank you for reminding me. Jay, I got my I'm opening up my
Get your
FanDuel as we speak.
Get your FanDuel open.
My FanDuel is opening. Hold on 1 second. Now, I need you to walk me through these games that we are going to play because I want to win some money.
All right, these are 2 college basketball bets. And you can rest assured, no, this isn't just my instinct I'm going by. I've also cross-referenced Greg Peterson with Ken Pomeroy, and that method, John, we started the year
Greg Peterson and Ken Pomeroy, you do that?
With each
By
other.
the way, do you think Greg's still on meth?
Oh, absolutely.
How do you stay up all night long and do every single college basketball game every single night without doing some type of upper?
Does a 4-hour podcast that starts at 11 p.m. every night.
Yeah.
And then gets up the next morning and is tweeting right away all his plays, everything. He's a lunatic, John. He's on meth. I'm telling you right now. But that means we can trust him.
Yes.
Because he's doing it. So I cross-referenced.
I just my vision of him is in a high rise in Vegas, one of their hotels, and he's just up there, and it looks like a absolute disaster. And
he doesn't clean during college basketball season.
He's just there's probably fast food. Well, he doesn't eat fast food because of the meth.
No, he goes to a steakhouse twice a week.
Yeah, he does do that.
Loves a good steakhouse. He always tweets a picture of himself at a steakhouse. But here's the plays. Okay, so you can rest assured knowing these are with 2 of the smartest guys in college basketball. New Hampshire against Fairfield. They're 5-point dogs. Greg and Ken Pomeroy both have them winning the game.
Whoa.
So I'm going to take New Hampshire +5 in that one against Fairfield. Boston College against Detroit. Ken Pomeroy has Boston College to be favored by 17. Greg, I think, has them favored by 12 or 11 or something like that. Boston College -8.5 against Detroit Mercy. So that's what we're doing. Boston College -8.5, New Hampshire +5. Those are the bets.
All right. So why did you like the Boston College one?
Greg and Ken Pomeroy both have them favored by Boston College favored by double digits. Vegas only has them favored by 8.5.
So you think they're going to absolutely dominate this?
Well,
game?
when Greg and Ken are both on the same side, John, I'm going to go ahead and ride with those 2 fellas.
All right, and then where's the other one? I can't find it. Fairfield, New Hampshire?
New Hampshire +5 against Fairfield. They both have that team favored. What's that?
I got it +6.5.
That's huge, man.
Dude, that is not just huge. That is extremely large. So I'm taking +6.5. What is this kind of a bet? 2 units, 3 units, 5
it's
units?
noon college basketball. I would say a unit or 2 maybe on early college basketball like this. But I tell you what, it makes me feel a lot of confidence when I see Greg Peterson and Ken Pomeroy on the same side of 2 bets.
Say both teams are going to win.
Yeah.
And they say both that New Hampshire's going to win the game.
They say New Hampshire's going to win the game. They have them favored.
Woo-wee, baby. I like it.
So those are my early bets.
Go in. Come on, bet.
Those are my early bets for today on this Friday.
All right, we're in. We're in like Flynn.
Locked in, baby.
I got and do you like BC or New Hampshire more? I like New Hampshire more. I'm going to put more in New Hampshire. Kind of like BC?
I kind of like Boston College to cover more.
Minus the 8.5, really?
Yeah, I don't know which one I like better, to be honest, but I think I probably like Boston College better. But I like them both equally. They're both just based upon what Greg and I don't have any strong feelings about them. It's really just based on what Greg and Ken Pomeroy say.
Boston College has no chance of losing this game, right?
I don't know about. I don't think so. But John, it's November 11th college basketball. I can't say that anyone has no chance of doing anything.
You know what? You're probably right.
You know what I mean? We don't know anything about anything so far.
Well, I'm in like Flynn right now, and I'm going to do a 2-game parlay real quick.
How about that?
Little parlay action. Little parlay. Parlay.
We love gambling during the show.
Oh.
That's why I was. When I saw 2 noon games in college basketball today, John, you know I got excited.
Dude, I'm fired up. Everything's locked. I'm locked. I'm loaded, and I'm all right. I'm ready to go, man. And by the way, speaking of FanDuel, I got to say one thing that I love about betting on the NFL is that I'm always finding new players and game props that I like. And you know what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook? You can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's perfect for this weekend's game. Like the Vikings and the Bills. I think this game is something that you go under. You take Kirk Cousins at the over. I also like, let me see. Only a 2-game parlay. I'm thinking about that one, just going over and under. Player props. Do you think Minnesota drops the Bills this week?
I think it's a Case Keenum game, John.
I do too.
I think Case Keenum he's going to do something this week.
You know what?
John.
I'm going to do Case Keenum, Kirk Cousins both over on the passing yards. And I'm going under, though, on the total. I don't think they get in. I think there's going to be a lot of field goals in this ball game. You combine all these bad boys, bing, bang, boom. Your same game parlays, by the way, is just one reason I bet with FanDuel. It's easy to use. I love live betting. That's my favorite way to bet is during the games. Like I'm watching them, I see something that I like, bing, bang, boom, I'm all over it. It's fast withdrawals. Like when you withdraw your cash, you get your money fast. There's no feeling like nailing a same game parlay bet. So lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook. New to FanDuel Sportsbook, sign up today with the promo code HAPPY for your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's promo code HAPPY. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager, only $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after you receive them. Restrictions do apply. See the terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. With a gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789. I'm in the box.
Whoa, John, you know what that music means?
NFL.
It means it's Friday, and we do a lot of college football betting over the course of this show, but not a lot of NFL betting. And so that's what we do on Fridays during the leadoff, as we bet on the National Football League, John. And we have some doozies this week. The first one is everyone's favorite game. This game is the first ever game played on German soil, John, in the National Football League. Munich, Germany, the Seahawks and the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are favored by 3 in this game, John. Why in the world is that the case, and who are we taking?
I'm all up over Seattle. Damn it. Sorry, I just had to say it. I just checked it because yesterday I was going to bet the game. It's at 4. I lost all my money on the Miami Heat, so I had to reload it today. And it was 3 yesterday. Now it's down to 2.5. I'm still going to buy it up to 3. I'm taking Seattle. I think they win the game heads up. And I would like to remind you, who's the best quarterback versus zone coverage this year?
Geno
Smith. Who runs the most zone coverage in football?
Is it the Buccaneers?
It is the Buccaneers. Geno is going to pick them apart. By the way, you know in the last 44 possessions that the Bucs only have 4 possessions that they've scored? 4 for 44 scoring drives. You think that's good? No. Seattle also has 2 or more turnovers in 6 games this season. They're going to turn Tom Brady over. Geno Smith's going to pick him apart. And Kenneth Walker's going to run like a madman. Tyler Lockett, Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf. They all score, baby. Seattle big in Germany.
Everyone continues to doubt Pete Carroll, John, and I can't figure out why. One of the best coaches
Does
in football.
Todd Bowles give you anything to make you believe he's going to take care of it? No.
Not at all, John. This next one is my best bet of the week in this game right here. The Browns play the Dolphins. The Browns coming off a bye. The Dolphins are winning some games. They're 6-3. Miami, though, a 3.5-point favorite at home this week, John. I'm going to ask you first, but this is my best bet of the week on this game. Go ahead.
Is it because you like the Dolphins minus 3.5?
I'm not going to tell you until after you pick.
I know that line looks messed up.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks so bad.
How so?
Because why aren't the Dolphins favored by more against the lowly Cleveland Browns? I don't like it. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch it with your pole.
My best bet of the week,
if
John.
If you're pushing, I'm telling you, I'm not doing it.
Not my pole?
You got a pole. I'm not even going to use your pole to touch it.
Not my penis, then.
No.
John, my best bet of the week is the Browns, plus 3.5. How about that?
Browns plus 3.5. That's your best bet. You're a big Tua guy.
The Dolphins play close games, John. Even in games they win, they play close games. They either come down 14-0 in Detroit. Last week, they don't. The Bears cover the 4.5. That game was in Chicago, too. I know they're going back home, but they play close games no matter where it's at. And the Browns are playing good ball. They're coming off a bye. I'm much more comfortable taking the Browns plus 3.5.
Well, I would like to remind you, Jacoby Brissett.
I love Jacoby. Great game manager,
Justin
man.
Fields.
Best quarterback sneaker in football.
But he's pretty good. But Justin Fields and the Bears, man, dropping 32 on the Miami Dolphins offense last week.
The
that
defense
was impressive.
is struggling,
man. The Lions,
man.
by the way, scored 27. The Steelers actually scored 10, which is impressive because the Steelers aren't any good.
I'm not a Brian Flores guy, but this is not Brian Flores' defense. I'm telling you right now, they give up points.
Well, it is time to switch gears because on the other side, we are going to the NBA world. We're going to talk with Jay Ham on a beautiful Friday on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Bartlett Small Engine has been serving quality power equipment since 1970. They have a full line of power equipment, parts, and services for most makes and models. Bartlett Small Engines has the best brands in the power tool industry: Honda mowers, trimmers, and generators, Steel blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws, Echo trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws, plus quality products from Red Mat and Shindawa. And they're all American made. Bartlett Small Engine is your can-do store. 6780 Summer Avenue. Call 901-386-9779.
Hey everybody! At All Star Chevrolet, it is not often they get the chance to tell each and every customer how thankful they are for them. So this month, instead of telling you about all the vehicles, all the deals, they asked me to say thank you. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. Whether you have bought from All-Star or not, they want everyone to feel at home here at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch. If you want something new to drive, maybe a Silverado or Tahoe, or just need to sell your car, call or go by to see Kevin or Jeff. If you need service before heading out for the holiday trips, call and ask for Chance or Jeff in service, or just go to allstarautogroup.com. Remember, it's not the Pike, not South Haven, not Bartlett, not Mount Moriah, or Collierville. It's got to be Olive Branch, people. So find new fun for the holidays and find new roads to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch, or go to allstarautogroup.com. And happy Thanksgiving from everyone at All-Star Chevrolet.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more front row seats. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you'll get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Call 833-7ROCKET today or visit inflationbuster.com to start saving.
For fees covered, rate like date requirements and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com. Call 1-833-7ROCKET. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Locally owned and operated since 1885, Barton's has always been your hometown building supply store. And now Barton's is your go-to for replacement car remotes and key fobs. Introducing DuraKey. DuraKey replacements and renewal kits can be programmed in-store while you wait. Plus, save up to 60% compared to dealer prices. Visit your West Memphis Barton's at 215 West Broadway today for help with your car remote replacement and all of your home repair and remodel needs.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's in the house. Guess what? Jay Morgan doesn't have any hair. Jay Ham's in the house. Guess what? Jay Ham doesn't have any hair. I got two bald guys named Jay that know a lot about basketball.
That's how we move.
That's right.
I feel like two bald guys that know a lot about basketball, Jay and Jay Ham, Jay Morgan. I feel like y'all are going to give me some really good information today.
Well, yeah. Well, first things first, I have no relatives in the state of Oklahoma.
So you're the only one then.
Right. Yeah, I
only one in the house.
I don't think I have anything else aside from the early notes. But I would like to say this. We're in a league right now where there are 7 dudes averaging 30 a night.
Man.
And 5 of those 7 dudes are doing it on 50% or better shooting.
Luke is shooting over 50% scoring. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
So Luka's got 33.
He's one of the two that's just under now.
Oh, he went under 50 now.
Right.
The other night I looked, it was 51%. Other guys shooting still in the 40s, but yeah, guys shooting 30% to make those shots. Luke is doing right under 50%. That's unbelievable.
You know the 7.
Okay, I was going to say, I know Spider-Man's one of them because I said it today. He was averaging, I think, 31 points.
We got one.
So Steph Curry, I know he's blowing it out.
There you go with 2.
Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm. No Ja.
No, not Ja.
Damn,
Sorry,
I thought
John.
Ja was averaging 30.
So
Just under.
Oh, he's just under? Okay, so I got 2 of them. KD. KD's been going off.
Third. That's your third.
Luka.
Oh, yeah, we said Luka. That's 4.
That's 4.
Tatum?
That's 5.
Man, I'm not going to get any more.
One of them is relatively obvious.
Paul George?
LeBron.
Not LeBron, not Paul.
Oh, Giannis.
There's your 6.
Yeah, how do we
Sorry.
forget
I got 6 of them.
The 7 is.
Who's the 7th?
I'm just gonna say this: the 7. I think this kid's going to the All-Star game this year.
that? Paolo.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, Shea. That's right.
Did you,
Shea.
Have you been watching 94
Shai.
Feet of Life?
That's right. He tuned in.
I check it out,
That's
baby.
what I'm talking about right there, because I mentioned
Because
that.
you mentioned it the other morning. Yeah, that's right. That's right. By the way, speaking of 94 Feet of Life.
New page. We got a YouTube channel for 94 Feet of Life exclusively now.
Oh, well, tell me, how do I get this bad boy?
You can just go to the YouTube search link and type in 94 Feet of Life. We'll be there.
Bing, bang, boom.
We're still connected with the scene. We're just, everybody's getting their own pages as well. So we're just trying to expand out.
By the way, again, at 94 Feet Historian, check him out on the Twitter. It is very important. Jay, also, you still doing stuff with the football, man.
Hey, I only do Sunday picks, just for Sunday games.
I just need my picks on Sunday.
65, 48, and 1. Man, right now. I haven't been posting them on Twitter, but I got all my receipts on Facebook for my people over there because they like to argue with me because I like to troll their teams and tell them how slow they are. It's just my thing. I'm a Memphis guy, so.
I don't blame you at all. I do need to ask you, though, something that's kind of weird. Warriors in the Cavs game, I'm looking at that really hard today. Donovan Mitchell, we talked about him. He's going off. They can play good defense. The Warriors are discombobulated. They haven't won a road game this year, but they are 4-1 at home. Cavs on the road in San Francisco at the Chase Center. Do the Cavs go in there and beat up on a Warriors team that's kind of just something's off?
Beat up? I don't know. Win? Yeah.
They do?
I think they get the W tonight. I think they get the W. Now, I'm not one, that I say take it to the bank, but because this is the NBA.
It is. I know. Trust me, I had last night the Heat, who were up 15 and going into the fourth and lost that game.
I was watching that.
That was pathetic.
And they're kind of on the struggle tip, too. I think
they can't make a three-pointer outside the first quarter.
Which I think they'll ultimately make a move before the deadline to shake something up just because they have the pieces to do so. Kind of been looking at Tyler Hero as being one that's going to be on the move very soon anyway, because he's good enough to either be a good piece on a contender or just good trade bait because he's going to be productive. He's going to work hard. I actually thought
he's got some horrible tattoos, though.
Yeah, he does. I mean, but he's a kid from Milwaukee, so what can we say?
It's a good point, man. The only thing that ever came out of Milwaukee that was good was Laverne and Shirley, right?
Shirley,
and beer.
And to my long, since I am a Cunningham, in terms of government name, gotta shout out Howard Cunningham Hardware, all that good stuff on Happy Days, man. I'm a Happy Days fan. I'm down with all the
Fonz. 1, 2, 3, 4 Happy Days.
Hey,
he's the Fonz.
Even Richie Cunningham played ball. Ralph Maff did too, but Ralph Maff was the cat there. He was just on the bench with his warm up. He had no uniform under his warm ups. He
didn't need one.
By the way,
he wasn't getting no ticks.
No, he was not. By the way, though, speaking about not getting some ticks. By the way, you talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is playing tonight. They got a big game against the Raptors down in Oklahoma City. The Thunder aren't any good. Toronto's a 5-point favorite on the road.
No Pascal, though, I don't think.
No spicy. That's what I was going to say. No Spicy P. Can Fred VanVleet get this dub?
Calling that man Spicy P. That is not going to happen.
No, I got to. Spicy P. That's a great nickname.
He's Pascal. I just let that be that.
Superstar P.
I can work with that better than Spicy.
Like playoff P, like Paul George used to call him, the Superstar P.
I mean, the playoff P thing was almost just an easy beam for Paul George.
It was.
In the attack mode. But he's bounced back and had a nice playoff performance since he's had that thing happen. So it's all good. But give me Toronto on that one.
I like Toronto. I do. I like Toronto. I'm just a little bit worried when you talk about
Toronto. They got the athletes. They're young, and their coach is like Dexter's Laboratory. This dude is a mad scientist when it comes to like drawing up, just strategic in general. Nick Nurse is like one of those guys. But I also got to give a shout out to the people in Salt Lake City.
Okay, that's where I was going next. Is Utah going to start falling back to earth?
No.
What?
No. They got
I was listening earlier today. Dave was talking to
Andy Schiffman, Priority Sports and Entertainment,
and he was saying he doesn't think Utah's going to make the playoffs.
No, they'll be in the playoffs. They'll probably be a top 3 seed in the playoffs. You know the vibe.
How are they doing this when they completely went Seattle Seahawks?
No, but they got
a
good players
bunch
in
of
that.
Hoopers that
Yeah, they do.
That's what
And they got some picks for the future. A
Yeah.
lot of them.
More than anyone in the league.
And their coach is a part of the Popovich lineage.
Oh, the kid from Celtics, I can never remember his name, but he's only like 30 years old.
Right.
The guy's a
He's
genius.
He's the youngest coach in the league right now.
Who's this young guy?
The coach of the Jazz.
Of the
I'll tell
Jazz.
you his name. Oh, I have it right here.
I just had
Will Hardy is
Will
his name.
Hardy.
Mhm.
Yeah, Will Hardy.
He's a young, little, short, white guy. He's
34 years old.
Yeah, super young. He's a smart coach, man.
He's
34 years old. He looks like a little boy.
Hey, he looks younger than me, for goodness sakes.
He was in Boston last year, but prior to that, he was in San Antonio.
Wow.
Smart kid.
He's got, Mike Conley's older than this dude. Right?
That's right.
Dude, by the way,
Rudy
Mike
Gay as
Conley's
well.
having the best year he's ever had in Utah. I know it's early.
Straight facilitating.
I mean, he doesn't look like Grizzlies Mike Conley, but he is now playing at the level that
Now,
Utah wanted.
I will say this about the Jazz, and I don't think this is a bad thing. They give me 2014, 2015 Atlanta Hawks vibes.
Or they'll be the 1 seed and then blow it.
But they got to the conference finals at least, But look who they ran into in the conference finals. They ran into LeBron, who was like prime LeBron.
That was such a good basketball team. Al Horford on that
they
team.
were loaded.
They were
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I think they had 5 guys that went to the All-Star game.
That's
that
right.
year?
That is unbelievable.
Right,
One of the
so-
best seasons I ever remember.
Coach Bud's team. That was one
Yep.
of Coach Bud's original squads.
And then they fired him, and
Yeah,
then let
they
him go.
did.
And then let him go to Milwaukee, and
Who
now he's got the
also-
best team in the league up
Who's
there.
won a
also
championship.
from the Pop lineage.
That's right.
So it's just a cool thing like that. It's like, okay, we can't get rid of Pop for that.
I tell you, okay. So where do you fall? This is one of those polarizing players in the league. I know that Ryan Russillo hates this guy, and he's got a lot of followers. Listen to him. Where do you fall on Colin Sexton? People either love him or hate him. I can't figure out why. I mean, I don't want to influence you, so let me just ask you, where do you fall?
He got that dog in him.
I'm telling you.
That's what I like about him. Sometimes it can be a little bit overkill because it kind of like what it was in Cleveland. They tried to do a little too much at times, but then when they got Darius in, and then then he got injured.
Then he was great
He
with
got
Garland, and then he got injured.
Right.
And people forgot.
And it kind of became the Wally Pipp situation for him, and they continued to build around him in Cleveland, but he landed in a good spot.
A great spot. He's a six man.
He's a 6 man, and I get Jamal Crawford type vibes with him because he could just come in and go do his thing.
And the difference, and even more than that too, people underestimate. There's no good metrics for perimeter defense and the way you guard on. And he is one of the best perimeter defenders in basketball.
Is he one of the reasons the Jazz are in first place in the West?
I think it's just a balance.
Just a balance.
They have a balanced breakfast of attack. I mean, you got a 7-foot dude who can do everything.
Baby Dirk.
You got a veteran in Mike Conley. You still got Rudy Gay on the roster. Jordan Clarkson is the hooper's hooper. And they playing for a young coach. It's new energy.
You got veteran depth like that.
Right.
And like we said, I think Colin Sexton is a bona fide starter in the NBA. He's an unbelievable perimeter defender. He's coming off the bench.
He's a starter, but he'll probably find his role more comfortable and suited. As he continues to grow and mature, he'll be cool with coming off the bench.
I think he is. And he you talk about he's playing against a bunch of second group guys in the NBA. Oh, that's next level. He's that good.
They do have it's weird though. Their pieces don't excite me. Like you talk about Walker Kessler and Kelly Olynyk.
Oh, Kelly's playing great too though. Taylor Horton Tucker, he's playing unbelievable off the bench.
Him as well, right?
It's just it's weird. Like what they do is they got 10 players.
But
they really do.
They have 10 good players.
This is what we know about Popovich teams. They share the basketball.
They do in Utah too.
And you got a bunch of dudes on their roster that, of course, for them, they're going to have to share the basketball. So that's the cool part I like about it with them. And I think to say that they won't make the playoffs, it's like, whoa, really? I can get where you come from that originally, but then when you put it on the floor, and at that point it becomes film over feelings for me. Whatever, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs either 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no. But now you're like,
I'm like, okay, they could be a top 3 seed, and mainly also because of just.
I mean, Portland ain't going to stay up there. The Phoenix Suns kind of scare me.
Anthony Simon's up there too.
I'm
telling you.
There.
So you're telling me Utah and Portland?
Well, I don't know if they'll be like at the top of the league, but I think they'll continue to win at a high enough level to at least compete to be in the playoffs.
when we turn the calendar to 2023, I have a much better gauge for it by that point. Because by that point, we would have got through 20-25 games.
Once we get to
games.
Christmas, man,
That's
like I
when
said,
it
the
officially starts.
official start of the NBA.
Jay, we're going to be 60 games into the season. The Jazz are going to be in third place in the West, and people are still going to be like, I don't know about this team. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to fall apart.
And it kind of, that even in that sense, kind of reminds me of the first year that Golden State won. And they was 67-15. Well, they're not going to be able to do this in the playoffs.
It's not a playoff team.
Do what? Not defend, not rebound. Look at their numbers and tell me that they're not. This is the problem. Well, they shoot too many threes. They also
you're selling me
make
on this
too
team.
many threes.
I love the
Like,
Jazz.
what was it? They made 19 on the Grizzlies' face.
Yeah,
2 nights.
both games.
I would say not 2 nights in a row, but in consecutive games.
Crazy, man. They're good. They're for real.
Yeah, that's actually the first time I actually watched the Jazz this year is when they played the Grizzlies, and I was ticked off because I had the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
And I'm screaming, what are the Grizzlies doing? And now I'm like, damn, the Jazz team is pretty good.
They're good.
But now I got to switch gears. I got to go over the East for just a second. I got to ask you something because I think Kevin Durant, I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm going to ask you again. I'm completely reckless speculation. Since Kyrie got suspended, have you seen what Kevin Durant's doing? He's playing like a madman. He's back at playing point forward, which I think that's where he is best, where he gets all of his playmaking skills. When you have 5 guys on the defense looking at you, it's amazing what you can do for your teammates.
And with the few that they played with Jacques Vaughn, they're defending better.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching them in the early season and preseason, I'm like, they're not guarding or covering it.
They weren't guarding Jack.
Right. But I watched them against Dallas, and they lost that one. And, this was better. You know what I'm saying? The energy feels to be a lot better. I like the guys that they have, the athletes, they're flying. They're just flying around the basketball, being athletic. What's the kid's name?
Speedy?
Not Speedy.
Nick Claxton,
Yeah,
big guy.
Nick Claxton. I was about to say Speedy's little brother, I guess, little big brother. He gets a dunk in the Dallas game, and as soon as he turns
ain't a little
his
brother.
back,
He's huge.
right, he's about 6'11", 7 feet.
He's a big dude.
But he turns his back as he's running away, after the dunk, and he just puts his arms up, and the ball just goes right into his arms. It's like, okay, just hustle plays. It's like that's the kind of stuff that they need in Brooklyn right now.
I was on Nets Twitter the other day. They started saying that the big two for Brooklyn now is Kevin Durant and Cam Thomas. Kid coming off the bench, scoring 25. He's the next guy.
But I always felt that Jacques Vaughn really should have had that job. Really, Kenny Atkinson shouldn't have never got fired. And that's just kind of the comedy of errors that happens when you give the players
Joe
the power,
Tsai, Sean Marks.
and it didn't work out because you rather play for what the complaint was they weren't playing DeAndre Jordan enough, and they were playing Jared Allen. But it was Jared Allen.
How does that work now, exactly?
Exactly. So just one of those deals. I think they'll be okay, but I think the way that they're doing business with Kyrie Irving is not good.
Is it not good in the fact of the Kyrie situation, but is it good for the basketball team?
I think it's going to come back and bite them in the hiney. And yes, I said hiney because it's one of those things where...
Do you think he shuts down?
Well, here's the thing. Even going back to the bubble, when Kyrie was one that was suggesting that they shouldn't play, I'm like, he's not that far away from going home.
That's
because he's starting to look at things beyond basketball. He loves to hoop, but I don't think he's excited about the business of the NBA. Just in that sense, and it gets worse as it goes along. Now you have this, which I think they're having him jump through way too many hoops.
All these hoops.
To try to get back on the floor. And it's like, that's not worth it. And now I think he's really going to check out. And he's on an expiring contract.
Yep.
I agree. So, that's the difference between him and KD is you have KD, for all of his antics, loves basketball. His favorite thing. He undoubtedly loves basketball.
That and having 2 women meet him at for a blind date.
Yeah, well, allegedly.
And then let him fight it out.
Allegedly. But certainly Kyrie Irving, like you said, has other interests. He has and he's very passionate about them, which is not a bad thing when you look at life as a whole.
And he saved his money.
That's right.
He
40
saved
mil.
his money. Right. He's good to go there. But it just they got a lot of cleaning up to do, and that's why they also didn't hire Ime Udoka, I think. They couldn't hire Udoka and still have that Kyrie situation sitting
Going
over where
on.
he has to comply and do all this just to get
That'd have been
back.
the greatest reality show in sports,
Absolutely.
though. I would have watched the hell out of
Well,
that.
that reporter Matt Sullivan wrote a whole book or just around what it's like behind locker rooms. Imagine you get Udoka back in there. You got this Kyrie Irving situation going on. He's got a sequel to his book right there. It might be even longer.
All right, last question because I do need to know this. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are talking about the best team in the NBA, the Bucks. They don't even have Chris Middleton right now. When he comes back, I mean, is the Bucks after losing it last year? Like, are they determined? Like, is Giannis coming out here to say, I'm the best damn player in basketball? We're the best defensive team in basketball, and we are going to beat you.
I think they mentally flamed out in Game 7. That was a very emotional and stressful series for both squads. Boston just so happened to be at home that day. Grant Williams just so happened to be on fire that day.
On fire.
And it was just one of those deals. And they were without Chris Middleton. You have that emotional toll that takes on that squad, everything else that they had been through over the past couple of seasons. The bubble, the championship season. And then you got to keep in mind they played a championship season where they went over to like mid-July. Then they went right back on regular schedule. So it was just kind of one of those just physical and emotional burnouts. They were my pick to get to the finals to start the year. If I looked at it like I posted, if I had to just pick,
I'm picking them too.
Give me the past two champs was what I was stating. And if Milwaukee's there and they're healthy, they got the dogs to get that done.
Plug away, Jay.
94 Feet Historian on Twitter. We have the new 94 Feet of Life page, new 94 Feet of Life channel on YouTube. You can just hit 94 Feet of Life in the search engine. We got new content. I kicked back my other show, Live in the Kitchen, where sometimes I'll be in the kitchen talking sports. I got my man Trav with me, and I might have something in the oven. Might be baking up some stuff. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
We put that on the 94 Feet of Life page as well. We still got the scene page. Everything's in motion. Views from the 22 this Sunday with the live pregame show. That's how we rock with that. I may appear on that if I have time.
Man, Jay will always be with me on Friday at 11:30. Don't forget, though, everyone needs protection, whether you're on the field or on the road, so make sure you have the best. Bob Simpson State Farm Insurance can buckle you up with auto insurance, can back you up with life and health insurance, cover your business, whether it's starting, growing, or maturing. And don't forget to insure your home, no matter if you're an owner or a renter. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call Bob Simpson today, 901-381-1233, or go online and get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, Bob Simpson. Back in 2 Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Their app is simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlay, and exclusive always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boost on the biggest events to let you get more action out of every game. And if you win, they even get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. If you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started and be sure to sign up with the promo code HAPPY so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code HAPPY. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789.
Do you have some great chili that's a real taste bud pleaser? Then get yourself or a team entered in the 10th inning chili cook-off contest with cash and prizes for first, second, and People's Choice winners. Plus live music, raffles, a silent auction, games, and more to help benefit local children adoptions. 10th Inning Chili Cook-Off and Festival, Sunday, November 20th at 10th Inning Sports Bar and Grill, Getwell Road, South Haven. To get signed up, go to 10thinningcompetition.com. That's 10thinningcompetition.com.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. Depending on how long you've been around, you've likely known my name for 30 years. Perhaps for my 20 years as the morning show on Kix 106 as the Young and Elder Show, or my 15 years at Brian Elder Roofing. So obviously, my reputation means everything to me. One terrible customer experience could tarnish a third of a century of goodwill. My reputation for quality and strong relationships is our main focus. We're the highest certification, a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning. If you have a business or a commercial building, we're the highest certification for warranties with GAF and Mulehide products. We don't come at you in sales mode. If you got a problem, sometimes the solution is just to fix the problem. Call me right now. I'll come out and see you today. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
The only power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder is in the house. Thank you again to Jay Ham who joined us. Don't forget, Lee Sterling is at noon. We are going to get some good college football picks and an NFL pick today as well. I can't wait to talk Alabama on Ole Miss. That was the only thing about talking about Colin Sexton that made me a little bit worried. I don't want to put any praise on anybody from Alabama. You know what I mean?
Hotty toddy. No, that's the wrong school.
No.
Roll Tide.
No, dude, I don't want anybody saying stuff like that because I'm going to the Ole Miss game.
That's right.
I got money on the Ole Miss game.
I take it back. Don't Roll Tide.
My daughter wants to see Ole Miss. By the way, just so you know, if Ole Miss beats Alabama, it's all because my daughter's there.
Tearing the goalpost down? Question mark.
I hope so. I'll run down there too.
That's right.
Why not? Maybe I can get on top of maybe I can get on top of a greased light bowl. Have somebody throw me some beers.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds perfect.
Throw me a beer.
But it will be because of my daughter, though. You know that.
Yeah, that's right. John, we yesterday missed an opportunity to continue my favorite segment we're going to do over the next 18 days, I suppose, at this point, where you pick. The other day you made a bold statement. Maybe not bold. I love your rankings. Lamar Jackson is the 21st best quarterback in the National Football League. Ever since then, we've been doing one quarterback a day. Your rankings going
I didn't
one
say
a
football player. Like, he's a top 5
quarterback.
football player. I'm saying just as the quarterback position because you can't throw the football. He has one wide receiver, 2 tight ends, and 2 running backs for most of the sets. You know what I'm saying?
So, John, today it is time to name your number 18 football player. You want me to do a recap of who you've done so far?
Sir.
All right, so number 21 was Lamar Jackson. The next day we did number 20. It was Jared Goff.
Who's been to a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl contender, John. And number 19.
Scores a lot of points for a crummy Lions team. They just don't have any defense.
That's right. And one of the best number 1 offense in football for a period of time.
Would you know
this year.
St. Brown without Jared Goff?
No, because he wouldn't get the football.
That's right.
And number 19 was Jimmy Garoppolo, also been to a Super Bowl. So today, John, drum roll, please. Your number 18 quarterback in the National Football League is...
Brought to you by the number 1 roofing and residential commercial contractor in the Mid-South. That would be Brian Elder. Go to BrianElderRoofing.com and check him out or give him a call at 901-867-0303, 901-867-0303. My man, by the way, did you know he used to be a sports talk radio host?
Is that right?
No. A morning show host, not sports.
Elder in the morning.
Yeah, you heard that?
On Kix 106.
On Kix 106. You know who's over at Kix 106 now?
I don't.
Laddie. You don't know Laddie.
I don't know Laddie.
It doesn't matter. He's a really cool guy.
Nice guy.
And now he's over at Kix 106. But the cool guy is Brian Elder because when he loves on your roof, I guarantee you it's going to be taken care of. And if he says you have a claim, you can book it. 901-867-0303 or go to BrianElderRoofing.com.
All right, John, your number 18 quarterback in the National Football League is...
Kyler Murray. Yes, the little man might be small, but he's faster than Cooter Brown. And the one thing is he can still throw the football. Like, he can throw a forward pass pretty well. He can spin it. He's just short. He's vertically challenged.
Small guy,
but he can run like Lamar. He can throw the ball better than Lamar. So guess what that means?
He's better.
If they're equal in running and he can throw better, he's better than Lamar.
John,
he's also better than Jared Goff and Jimmy G.
People forget that on a 2-point conversion this year, Kyler Murray
81
ran
yards.
81 yards. Has Lamar ever run 81 yards on a 2-point conversion?
I don't know.
I don't think so,
I don't
John.
think so.
I don't think so.
He ran 81 yards sideways to sideways to get 2 yards going forward.
Yeah, multiple times back and forth.
Yeah, he's
How
bad
about that?
to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
To the bone. Speaking of being bad, man, Lee is a bad mamma jamma. I got some games I want to talk to him about, and we're going to talk Ole Miss. We're going to talk Alabama and so much more on the other side. Do me a favor. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You make the change.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Everyone can boost their digital confidence with NordVPN. All it takes is one simple click. NordVPN will block online trackers, hide your virtual location, and secure your devices from malware-infected files during downloads. It will also detect malicious websites. So catch the Black Friday deal for a 1 or 2 year plan at NordVPN.com and get 3 months for free. NordVPN, cybersecurity built for every day.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
DeSoto Auto Sales specializes in late model cars with low mileage. They have the highest standards in the car industry. All of their cars are test-driven, checked out from head to toe. Unlimited inventory, every make and model. And if it's not on the lot, they'll find it for you. Walk in the door of DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Within 45 minutes, you can test your car, get credit approval, and finish paperwork within an hour. No shortcuts at DeSoto Auto Sales. Kind, courteous employees, a down-home environment. DeSoto Auto Sales cares about your time. Lowest prices in a 350-mile radius. We're living in a world today where time does matter. Visit them online. Check out their referrals. DeSotoAutosales.com. Very proud to serve DeSoto County and other surrounding areas. DeSoto Auto Sales, 5704 Goodman Road. Call 662-890-7184. 662-890-7184. Come on down to DeSoto Auto Sales.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's in the house. Thanks to Jay Ham, and a big thanks to Lee Sterling, who's going to join us in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, because it's time to get some bets in, baby. And you know we're going to talk about Alabama and Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss is going to get this one. It's going to be the factor of my daughter being on the sideline cheering them on. But if you're going to bet this weekend, I hope you use Lee at Paramount Sports. I'm telling you right now, my man's a baller. And if you're going to bet here in Tennessee, you need to go to FanDuel. And now's the perfect time to download the FanDuel app. It's America's #1 sports book, because right now new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Just sign up with the promo code HAPPY. FanDuel has all your favorite bets, from money lines to props to players to live bets. You can do everything from combining them for a little parlay action. You get your winnings fast. And my favorite thing in the world, I love live betting. And it's all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So sign up today with the promo code HAPPY. Your first opportunity at a no-sweat first bet. That's promo code HAPPY. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line, 1-800-889-9789. It is time to talk with Lee Sterling. What up, Lee?
How are you?
Man, I am absolutely fired up. I'll be in Oxford probably early in the morning. I'll be drunk by afternoon, and I'm going to watch one hell of a football game, I think. So I'm pretty good, Lee. How are you?
Great. When you're winning, everyone is happy. My phones don't ring. So I can't complain at all. Now, we did lose our biggest game of the year in college.
By a half a point. And the Air Force, by the way, Lee, it drove me crazy. They scored that touchdown. They called the phantom freaking flag. They brought it back out. They settled for the field goal. I mean, they dominated that game. But you
can't have illegal procedure from a service academy.
Especially
on the 1 yard line. That's a no-no. So they had 2 back-to-back, had to settle for the field goal. We had some bad calls against us. But even with all that, and we rate our plays from 10 to 50 units, we did lose the 50 unit. Most of my plays are in the 25 to 30 unit range. We have not lost a game since that first game on Saturday. Won every game on Saturday after that. Did not lose a game on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, we hit our Maction game, Ohio. Then we hit our Thursday night game again with Memphis last night. So we're rolling right now, 9-1-2 since Saturday.
Keep it rolling again. That's ParamountSports.com. Lee Sterling, he's the man, the myth. He is a living legend. Lee, let's start with a small game. Let's start with Tulane in Central Florida. Tulane is favored over Central Florida. Central Florida's got some speed, but Tulane, man, they're playing some great football this year. Who do you like and why?
Last year, I mean, they were – you talk about a team that had injuries. I mean, it was like a mash unit, and they played without the quarterback second half of the season. Now, Michael Pratt's missed some action this year, but he's back and is about as healthy as he's been since the second game. Tajay Spears is a really good running back. Not big. I mean, 5'10", about 195, but really good at finding the right hole. I think their coaching staff is really good. Now, they are in some uncharted waters here. 8-1 straight up, 5-0 in the American. But this UCF team, I think their talent level is way down. I think they've just caught people at the right time here, and everything's gone right for them. This is the second straight road game, third in 4 weeks here. I think the wheels come off for Central Florida. I've been saying it for a couple of years now. Talent level's way down here. I like Tulane. They keep rolling. 30-24.
30-24. I'm so with you. I think going to New Orleans and playing Tulane is scary right now. Now, Central Florida can go down to New Orleans and have a nice little time, have a little drink a little Tito's, whatever. But going down there and playing in front of their little home crowd down in New Orleans is a hard one. Georgia, though, who smacked Tennessee, Georgia, who's number 1 in the country, they now go play Mississippi State, who had to deal with Carnell Cadillac Williams and Auburn's fired-up team. Mississippi State won the game in overtime. Auburn got the cover. Georgia's a 16.5-point favorite. Who you like, Lee?
Okay, so Georgia, perfect game plan last week. Told everyone they're going to smash Tennessee, and they did. Their defensive game plan was great. Here's the problem. They play another passing team, but completely different. Hendon Hooker, he held that ball longer and longer. I mean, it was painful watching him take those hits. Will Rogers going to get rid of the ball quick here? They use that pass like most teams use a run here. And even though they did not play last year, first year, Mike Leach was at Mississippi State, they played Georgia, only lost 30-24. I think Georgia wins 31-21 here, but I think State at home is going to be a tough out here. I'm taking the 16.5 points at home.
Taking the points in Mississippi State and the Fighting Mike Leaches. Golly, I like that, man. He's hilarious after the games. Now, LSU, Brian Kelly has done one hell of a job. They dropped Alabama. If they would have had a good game against, Florida State, who knows where they'd be right now. But they have to play an Arkansas team, and I don't even understand what happened to Arkansas last week. They lost to Liberty. Does Arkansas get off the mat? LSU's only favored by 3.
So everyone talks about, Arkansas at home, upset special. I don't see it. I'm looking at their linebackers. You watch tape of their linebackers and their DBs. Now, they've had some injuries, defensive backfield, but they don't make plays on the ball. The ball's in the air, and they can't tackle in space. They just don't have talent in the secondary. And LSU, they could have fallen apart against Florida State. After that game, there was talk that 4 or 5 guys were going to hit the transfer portal. Well, sure, it turns out Brian Kelly pulled this team together. No hotter team the last 3 weeks. No one. And I'm not going to go against the hot quarterback. I think they keep rolling. 35-24.
35-24. Ooh, I like that one. I think LSU, by the way, I don't know why they're only 3. The only thing that even scares me about that is I thought they'd be like a 5, 6, 7 point favorite possibly. But I'm definitely riding with the Tigers. Now, Alabama, they're going to Oxford. I'll be down there. You know that, Lee. I'm a little bit fired up. I know Lane wants this one. I want this one. Everybody down in Oxford wants this one. Can they get it? They're getting 12.
So here's the thing about if you're going to play Ole Miss, you might as well play them almost on the money line. Here's why. They fall behind by 7 points, just like last year. Lane's going to start going for it anytime he gets outside his 40. He's playing to win the game, not cover. Crimson Tide has scored 48, 66, 62, 59, 63, and 42 points in winning the last 6 games. Jackson Dart is going to have to be really good running and throwing the football for them to have a chance. Alabama, they're down. I told everyone they're down. But they still only have 2 losses by a total of 4 points, which is against basically top 5 opponents, and both were on the road. Ole Miss has played one ranked opponent and lost by 25 to LSU. I like Alabama here, 42-21.
42-21, my heart will be broken, but I will at least say I will say that the Tito's will keep me warm. If life hands you lemons, just make a lemon drop. Make sure it's with Tito's handmade.
Do they check you when you go into the stadium?
I've never tried to bring anything in because I'm in the Grove, 3 hours getting ready for the game, and I'm prepping, and I usually get in there.
And they sell liquor on campus,
and I was
right?
going to say, I'm usually so lit by the time I get in there, I'm just drinking like 1 or 2 beers throughout the game to keep me
But they do sell beer at the game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're in the South, baby. We sell beer everywhere. Now, I got to switch gears. I love talking college football, but I need to know a little NFL action.
Okay.
Tennessee Titans, I don't even know how this team is playing the way they are. What they did with Kansas City was extremely impressive. Now they just run the football and play great defense. Now they're playing a team in Denver who went across the pond, got a big dub. They needed that bad boy. The Broncos, Russell Wilson, still very confusing. I don't believe in Nathaniel Hackett. I don't know how to play this game at all, to be honest with you. Who do you like, Tennessee or Denver? Tennessee's a 3-point favorite.
Titans, only winning team, AFC South, 5-1 straight up, 6-0 against the spread the last 6 games. Tennessee is obviously not dominant. All their victories, single digits, and their average margin of victory 5.8 points. And Denver giving up the fewest points here of any team that is going on a bad run like they have. They've given up fewer than 20 points in 7 of the last 8 games. So probably going to be a tight game here. Titans have failed, get this, to go over 255 of total 5 yards of total offense the last 5 games. Malik Willis, I don't think he's an NFL starting caliber quarterback at this point. The Broncos looked a little better last win 2 weeks ago in London, and they were idle last week, so they're going to be able to game plan here. While the Titans' offense wasn't on the field a whole lot. The defense was on the field for 91 plays. I think there's got to be a fatigue factor there. Wrong team favorite. Denver outright 24-17.
I like that play, actually.
Okay.
I think you're exactly right on that one. The other thing I wanted to ask you is, call me crazy, and this is something, like, I look at that total. It's 39. It's the lowest total of the week.
Right.
And I still think that bad boy goes under. Am I crazy?
No, I probably, I got a 24-17, but, that's with Denver playing well. We could see 20. Look at last night. Here's what's crazy about totals. The over was probably the right side. 2 missed extra points. Put that over.
That's a good point.
That should have been a dead under. The problem with a low total is you get a pump block for a touchdown or special team score or pick six, usually sinks the total. So, usually want to play the under and a low number, but trust me, you're going to sweat it out. I mean, it's like going, it's like going without any beer at all after spending 4 or 5 hours in the Grove.
I feel you right there. Tell the people how they can get. What's the game you got? You got a game of the week you're giving away?
Yeah, game of the week this week. We're going to give away how about this? Should be a huge game going on, and no one's even looking at this game. We're going to play a game, like I said, that's under the radar in the NFL, Chicago and Detroit. So most people look at this game like, oh, I'm going to pass on this game. I got something real strong. We'll give it to them for free. Call 800-400-9741, 800-400-9741. I'll even throw in the New Orleans and Pittsburgh game. Both games, Chicago, Detroit, Pittsburgh, and New Orleans, 800-400-9741. And you don't need to sign up for the month or the season. This is what I've done. I'm going to put out specials for both days. Usually don't put this out. Saturday, 7 selections, $77. Sunday, 5 for $55. And they're an instant download. So if you want tomorrow's games, purchase them now. Window pops open with all 7 games, or Sunday, 5 for $55. You're ready to go. We have not had a losing Sunday yet this year. No one can make that claim after going through 9 weeks. We're in week number 10. So you want to hop on those specials. Love to have you aboard for the ride. Been incredible. 11 out of 13 winning weeks. No losing weeks yet in the football in the NFL. Just one place, ParamountSports.com.
And don't forget, make sure you tune in every single Friday right here for a little Lee Sterling action. Again, that's ParamountSports.com, 800-400-9741. Lee, let's win some money. I want to have a great Christmas for my kids, my friend.
Okay. If I lose one game, let it be the Ole Miss-Alabama game. No love for Nick Saban.
Dig that, man. Lee, be blessed, my friend.
You too. See you, Johnny.
That's Lee Sterling, ParamountSports.com. I got to also tell you something very important. My buddy Blake Jones is an important guy. You know why? He saves people money. If you're a business owner, if you're about to start a business, don't pay your credit card processing fees because you don't have to anymore. You call Blake Jones today, you start saving money tomorrow. You call 662-416-5262. That's 662-416-5262. Call Blake Jones today. Start saving money tomorrow. Business owners, don't you have enough to deal with, man? Finding employees. Man, let that, that bottom line grow, baby. Grow that bad boy. Now, if you didn't know this, Blake Jones is your local Mid-South Advanced Merchant Services representative. Again, 662-416-5262. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
All right, comedian. What do you got
John,
today?
Well, I didn't write these stories. First of all, we're about to do Hardwood. These are some strange stories we find in the world. Calling me a comedian is like I wrote them. No, I don't write any of these. I couldn't think of anything this funny, John. Anyway. Let's start with this one. This is a sports story, John. You like sports? First of all, let's start with this. New Hampshire up 14-9 early, about to get to the second media timeout. Boston College is tied at 10 with Detroit Mercy about to get to the second media timeout. So that's our update on the games we've bet on so far.
Thank you.
All right, John, now let's get to this. The FIFA World Cup's coming up in November, right? This month, end of this month. You excited?
Who?
The FIFA World Cup. Soccer.
Oh, footy.
Footy on the telly. Footy on the telly coming up, John. Israel and Palestine reportedly are going to fly together to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Your thoughts?
Sounds interesting.
Why, John?
I'm not touching this with a 10-foot.
Oh, you don't want to touch
I
this
just want to
topic?
say, by the way, Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for our freedoms. Thank you to all those that have served. Thank you to the families that have people served. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Happy Veterans Day. I did bet on China and Iran this morning about 7:30.
Women's basketball.
No. The China-Iran game was the men ones. I can't even say the countries that I bet on this morning with women's basketball.
You can't
I took both
them.
unders. They came out firing, scoring a bunch of points. I went under when it shot up. The total shot up like 10 points. Guess what? I got the under smooth. But I also picked China to beat Iran. Very simple. I did geography. China's a big country.
That's right.
If you can't find 10 dudes to play basketball when you got 1 billion people.
10 ladies.
Iran's not as good. No, the China-Iran game was
that
men's.
was men's basketball.
The other game was a women's game.
I see.
And I'm telling you, I've never even heard of these little countries. Yeah, and I took the under. Bam.
You know, I haven't been able to find lines on women's college basketball. It's been disappointing. I've been watching more of it. I want to gamble on it.
You can bet on women's professional basketball.
Yeah, but not college. I want to bet on those young ladies.
I mean, we don't know much about women's college basketball.
That implies that we know much about men's college.
I don't know anything about China or Iran in
Hey,
basketball.
and
I was betting on it. Man, maybe I should call the Tennessee Red Line.
1-800-889-9789. John, also another story. A blind guy, a blind gentleman, he was arrested this week. It's sad when blind people are arrested, isn't it, John? Yeah?
Wait,
yes?
Hold on. Are you being serious?
A blind guy was arrested because an officer thought he had a gun, told him to drop it. He didn't drop it. It was his cane.
Wait a second. He still got arrested?
Got arrested for having a cane.
Nuh-uh.
That's true. And then the
cocaine
his
or a
cane. And then the sheriff had to come out and
it's a gun?
apologize. I don't know. It had to be one of the sticks too, with the ball on the end of it that they drag back and forth, left to right, left to right.
Okay, so we have a blind man who was arrested by a police officer who's obviously blind because he couldn't see the difference between a gun and a cane.
But then the sheriff had to come out and apologize afterwards.
Oh, I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Dude,
Third story, John.
By the way, what do
Go
you
ahead.
do? Like, do you just throw him in general population when you take him to the clank?
We can't see. He goes to blind jail.
Where's that?
I don't know. I was trying to think of a joke. I couldn't get one fast
put him
enough.
anywhere you want in there and be like, yo,
You're in jail now. He doesn't know he's in jail. Maybe it's a mean prank. John, last but not least, you know Pokemon, Gotta Catch 'Em All?
It's they're cards.
Yeah, they're cards. There's also a TV show. They're also games for the Nintendo, as you would call it. John, Ash Ketchum. You know Ash?
No.
Ash Ketchum is now the Pokemon World Championship. After umpteen 20-plus years of trying to catch them all, finally, he's the world champion. Your thoughts? Do you understand?
I don't understand at all.
So he's the main character, Ash Ketchum, with the backwards red hat. He's the Pokemon trainer at the beginning of Pokemon that's trying to catch them all.
What do you mean? Okay, so you catch Pokemons?
In the TV show, yeah, they got to catch them. And in the video
I
games,
thought it
you
was
got to catch them.
cards.
They are. So it's like a big conglomerate. When they made the cards, they made video games for the Nintendo, and they also made a TV show. All of this is marketing this stuff together so that you buy all of it. You know what I mean?
They come out with a game on your phone and people started walking off.
Pokemon Go, that's right.
And they walked off like a bridge or the cliff.
That's right.
Because they were looking at their phone, the GPS, to look for a Pokemon.
Going to get Pokemon Go.
Okay, so did you actually find a Pokemon? Did they put a real Pokemon card when you were playing Pokemon Go?
It's not a card. You catch the virtual Pokemon. They're like animal.
But you had to go to a real location.
Yeah, you have to walk around and get them. Yeah. But it's good. It promotes exercise.
Yeah, sure.
And you have to walk a certain amount of distance. But John, Ash Ketchum has been working for 20-plus years to be the Pokemon World Championship, and he finally got it. Your thoughts?
Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. This is like a sports achievement. He's the world champion, John.
Is he a real person?
No, he's not. He's a cartoon character.
See, that's what I was confused about. Like, I didn't know. Like, so real people, only thing they can play is the Go?
Yeah, or no, and the Nintendo games. and you can watch the show, and you can collect all the cards. And then you can go battle them out against other people. They have like a game you can play. It's like a battle. Or you could trade them.
By the way, do you want to know something that was fascinating? Did you watch last night's football game?
I did. I watched all of the football games you could be talking about. The Memphis game and the NFL game. The Panthers.
Well, did you know that my girl Carissa is a beautiful young lady? She's on the Prime broadcast.
Pre-game show.
Did you know that she has a podcast? It's called Calm Down. It's Carissa Thompson and Aaron Andrews. Do you know Aaron Andrews?
I do. Also
Aaron
a sideline
Andrews, the
reporter.
most overrated, quote, good-looking woman on planet Earth.
She went to Florida. Go Gators.
I mean, I know, but people say she's pretty, and I just totally disagree.
I watched a replay of an old game from the early 2000s the other day, John, and let me tell you something. Aaron Andrews was very pretty. I mean, she still is very pretty, don't get me wrong, but she was very pretty back in the day.
Well, she's no Carissa Thompson.
No Carissa Thompson.
That's a fact, Jack.
Okay.
Okay?
I think that's all subjective, but I'll take your word for it.
Trust me, I got this thing. I'm down on this.
That's right.
Did you know that Carissa Thompson and Aaron Andrews shared some great stories? In fact, they were talking about their first kiss. That's where Aaron Andrews quit. And then Carissa Thompson took it over and shared about how she had her first kiss at 12 and lost her virginity when she was 15, and then told the story. Whoa.
Are you going to tell the story? Or
No,
you have to listen to the podcast to find out.
Podcast to find out.
Did
But
you
I
listen
gotta
to the
say,
podcast?
I'm very, very, very proud of Carissa Thompson for being such a sweet person. But I will say that Aaron Andrews, she just says, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. And Carissa goes, I'm still friends with the guy. I think if you lose your virginity to somebody, you should remain friends.
You think
Do
so?
you agree?
Sure.
Like, if you lost your virginity, would you
Never
remain
have,
friends?
yeah.
I know, but when you do, are you going to remain
it's
friends?
It's impossible for me to say, John. I've never done it. I don't even know the emotional feelings that go along with it.
Man, I can't even remember back that far. Oh, yeah, I do. Never mind. I was a lucky...
Carissa Thompson, John.
Golly.
I had to sneeze.
By the
Carissa
way-
Thompson, John. I mean, good-looking woman. Remember that Punim.
By the way, I will say something, though, for some parents out there. If you have a daughter first and then you have a son a few years later, don't let the son have friends spend the night. Okay? You know what I mean? Because, like, crazy stuff can happen between midnight and 6 a.m.
John, what do you think about the Falcons head coach? That's not relevant to the story at all. I know.
Are you talking about Arthur Smith?
There's no connection at all into that guy and the story you're telling. But what do you think about the Cardinals? The
you
Falcons
actually
head
remember
coach?
this story, then, don't
No,
you?
I don't know what you're talking about, John. I don't remember.
But I
it
was
at all.
with Richard. I wasn't with Arthur.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, John. Now you're just
Smith.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Over at Fred's house. It was nice. It was a nice, like, little situation. Oh, I miss being young. Now, we got to take a quick break because T-Money and Brasky are on the other side. Don't forget, it is a beautiful day in the Mid-South. We got Ole Miss, Alabama, and we're going to talk probably a lot about Ole Miss and Alabama as Brasky absolutely loves them. But I also want to tell you something. You know what else T-Money and Brasky like? They like him too. 3670 South Houston Levee Road. It's in Collierville. That's right. It's in Collierville. You can find out what hemp can do for you. Have you not tried any wacky tobacco since you were probably like in your 20s? Well, guess what? Now you don't have to just do this in your 20s. It's better for you when you get older because it can help with your anxiety. If you have joint pain, if you have some issues, find out how hemp can help them. I'm telling you, sometimes it's not just about smoking beautiful flowers or hash balls. They got vape carts you can hit on too, man. But they have edibles, and I love their edibles. There's nothing like 2 D8s in the morning and a cup of coffee. That's the way I start my day. They have some unbelievable drinks. They have little shots, the little elixir. You take a shot, you get 75 milligrams of Delta 9 and THCO. By the way, they got Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, THCO, THCV, THCP, HHC. They got you covered. The whole alphabet. 3670 South Houston Levee Road in Collierville. Find out what hemp can do for you. T-Money Brasky on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Acura of Memphis invites you to experience the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Acura MDX. It's the most advanced SUV Acura has ever built. Experience the convenience of full connectivity, including built-in Alexa, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless charging, from the stunning interior complete with third-row seating. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility and take advantage of our aggressive APR offers today at Ridgeway and 385. Or shop online from the convenience of home now. Visit AcuraMemphis.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Everyone can boost their digital confidence with NordVPN. All it takes is one simple click. NordVPN will block online trackers, hide your virtual location, and secure your devices from malware-infected files during downloads. It will also detect malicious websites. So catch the Black Friday deal for a 1 or 2 year plan at NordVPN.com and get 3 months for free. NordVPN, cybersecurity built for every day.
It's gotten colder outside, and the folks at Family Leisure want you to relax at home in your new massage chair or catch a game in your new home theater set. The Relax at Home sale is going on right now at Family Leisure with great deals on pool tables or shuffleboards, or enjoy a game with all your friends and your family. Also on sale now, saunas, hot tubs, patio furniture. It's the Relax at Home sale. Come by Family Leisure, I-40 and Whidden Road. That's where you'll relax at home.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
John, this New Hampshire team looks like a basketball team that I would have played for in college.
But they're winning still.
They are. They're up 28-19. Under 8-minute timeout just happened in this game. Big lead right now for New Hampshire.
And we got 5.5. I got 6.5. You got 5.5.
Plus.
Yes.
And then Boston College is up 4 going to the under 8 timeout in the first half right now.
Let's get some dubs up in this joint. You know what I'm saying? Let's win.
Big winners.
Big winners. By the way, you know who's a big winner? Anybody who goes to Pimento's Burgers Bar and Grill. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for a bar with it all, I found it. It is Pimento's Burgers Bar and Grill. Pimento's makes football your fantasy with 17 televisions. $2 draft beers during the game. That's Monday, that's Thursday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And you know what else they do on Monday night? Buy one burger and a side. Get a burger and a side absolutely free. And their burgers are straight fire. Their sides are awesome. They got like some premium sides. They got grilled veggies, smashed potatoes, broccoli, cilantro, lime, rice, side salad, fresh fruit cup of soup. They also have bean and corn salsa, tortilla chips and salsa, potato salad, pasta salad, fried okra. I'm telling you, everything at Pimento's is straight fire. And their cocktails, man, you know I like a great happy hour, don't you, Jay?
You love it.
I love it. 3 to 7, Monday through Friday, $4 house cocktails. Or you can try one of their signature drinks like the JJ Spicy Margarita. By the way, the JJ Spicy Margarita is huge. It is strong. It's tequila. It's Grand Marnier, agave, lime juice, OJ, jalapeno, salt, and mint. It's only $9.
And it's spicy.
And it's delicious, man. I'm telling you, their drinks are fire, but their food is out of control. I don't know if you know this, but one of my favorites over there, and I didn't even know I liked pimento cheese. I like the bacon pimento cheeseburger. You can try them all. They have the mushroom extravaganza, the sweet heat, the dirty, mean, and nasty. Should I say more? Well, yes, because there's so much more than just pimento cheese. They got sliders. The best salads I've ever had in my life. Ever. Their dressings are fire. They're the biggest salad you'll ever eat. You can get everything. I mean, you can get on top of your salad, you can get chicken, you can get grilled shrimp, you can get salmon. Ooh, their quesadillas. They have 10 different appetizers. My favorite appetizer, though, is the cheese, please. It's a charcuterie board with a mix of cheese, sausage, ham, pickles, grapes, served with crackers, soft pretzel, and some spicy mustard, and some other little concoction that I dip in that tastes a little like bacon. It's so yummy. I'm telling you right now, there's 2 locations. They have 6450 Poplar Avenue in East Memphis, right there at International Paper Drive. They have the Bad Boy in Collierville, 3751 South Houston Levee Road. It's a bar with it all. Pimento's Burgers, Bar and Grill. So much more than pimento cheese. T-Money's in the house. What's up, Money?
What's up? What's happening, baby? We're just enjoying this beautiful day here in Memphis, Tennessee. It'll probably be the last beautiful day we have until the spring, but we're just enjoying ourselves. What is happening?
Hey,
Mr.
Money.
Radio.
Money, is the weather supposed to really get bad?
Man, that's what I hear for that game down there in Oxford tomorrow. They said about high 40s, 42, something in that range. It's going to be chilly.
It's going to be a little chilly. By the way,
Oh, yeah,
were you fired
absolutely.
up last night after the Tigers got that big dub? Because you are a season ticket
Yeah,
holder.
you know, I was fired up for the Tigers, but you know what I wasn't fired up for? The lack of attendance from Tiger fans. I mean, they should be ashamed of themselves. A beautiful night against a weak opponent. I mean, I know the Tigers. I know the product they're not putting on the field is what we're used to here in the last 4 or 5 years. But come on, it's a Thursday night game. It was beautiful. Tiger Lane we had Jerry Lawler wrestling at Tiger Lane, and we can't draw more than 12,000 fans.
It was
come on.
It was electric. Jerry Lawler
I
wrestling.
loved it. Me and
I
Big
did.
Slender, we were there. We were cheering the king on when he took the strap off. The place went nuts when he took the strap off. I loved it. It was fantastic.
By the way, was Big Cheap with you said?
Now we had Slender with us. Big Keith dropped us off, though, because, you know, he didn't have a ticket already to the game, and we told him we would, you know, break down a couple of the scalpers. But if he doesn't have a ticket in hand, he likes to head back to Bartlett.
I feel you on that one. By the way, you know, Big Cheap should go to Pimento's with us. I'm sure if we go to buy one, get a burger night on Monday, he'll be like, you bought a burger, mine's for free.
Exactly. And then maybe his wife can have some dinner that night, too.
Oh, man. Hey, Uncle Brasky, are you fired up for this weekend? Ole Miss, Alabama.
Johnny, I'm fired up. It couldn't get any better than this. You know, we could possibly play our way into the college football playoff this weekend. You know, I mean, I was even thinking that this could maybe be an all SEC college football playoff if the right
Oh
things
my
happen.
God! Have you been drinking already, Uncle Brasky? I mean, my goodness, you're into the Tito's already.
Well, I'm on my second one, but I'm telling you,
Well,
take Ole
explain
Miss. I mean, who's going to
Explain
get
me
in?
the four. Give me the 4 SEC teams.
Okay, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to break it down.
This ought to be good.
Tennessee's sitting there with one loss. Ole Miss wins out with one loss. LSU gets in there and beats Georgia in the championship game, gives Georgia one loss, and say it's close. How do you keep LSU out with 2 losses?
It's very simple.
I mean, who you going to put in there?
Michigan,
put
Ohio
Ohio
State.
Michigan,
Let me tell you
Oregon.
something, John. Hold on. You're talking about 2 mediocre programs that have gotten their brains beat out when they played the SEC in the college football playoff. They like to give out stickers for their helmet. They did that. We did that crap in Pee Wee football. If they gave me, if the coach come to me and said, "Oh, I'm giving you a couple of stickers," I'd throw that damn helmet back at him and hit him in the head. I'd give me some money where I can get down to a shake joint and make it rain like Pac-Man Jones does. Let me come back with a rash or something. I mean, I don't want guys that are happy about getting stickers. They're soft. And you make us say Oregon with one loss.
They got boat
Georgia
raced by
slapped.
Georgia.
That is true.
4 points. They got slapped around like Ike Turner slaps his tricks around. They just got embarrassed over there. So it could be all SEC. That's what I'm pulling for.
Man,
Well, I thought I was trying to get you a hotel room here in town for the Liberty Bowl for the Rebels. What's your plans for the Liberty Bowl? Do you need to stay with me here in town, or are you gonna stay with your mom?
Well, I probably wouldn't go if we go to the Liberty Bowl, but we're not looking at that. I mean, we're looking at. I think the playoff ones this year are the Orange Bowl's one, I think, and the other one may be the Fiesta Bowl, maybe the other playoff. We could be in Phoenix or Miami. someplace
Man, I
where
know
it's
your
warm.
country ass ain't going to no Phoenix.
I'll tell you one thing. If it's Miami, I'm definitely going to be there. You know, that's my second home.
Right.
Oh, I
And
can see Johnny Radio down there black
It's
clowning in Miami.
it's the Peach Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl. Those are the two semifinals.
Okay, it's the peach and the peach. Hey, that's fine. We can go to Atlanta. College Football Hall of Fame there. They'll probably be inducting 4 or 5 Ole Miss players. So we'll be there for that before the game. But look at
Man,
I
you
want
are a
you to look at
typical
all
Ole
of it.
Miss. You are typical Ole Miss. Y'all, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, if you think y'all are making y'all can't even win the SEC talking about the Final Four. How about you beat Alabama first before we start talking?
Well, that's
all
what
this?
I can tell you how I feel 5 minutes after the game starts tomorrow. And by the way, Johnny, Big Slender's going to be in Oxford at 5 o'clock this evening. He's coming down to spend the weekend to go to the game. So
nice.
Just to let you know, he'll be there.
I'm going to be
there.
I'm going to be parking at your crib probably at 10 a.m.
Get there.
I will be
Catch
there.
a ride with us up there.
That's what I'm going to do.
We're going to get you at the we got to get you for the walkthrough tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I need to make one this year. I've done really bad.
The Rebel Walk.
Yeah, I'm
the
pretty
Rebel
bad.
Walk.
Oh, they don't hold that Rebel Walk for you, Johnny Radio?
No, they don't. You know, somehow it's amazing. I feel like I blame it. I'm going to blame it on alcohol. And also, let's be real. Down in Oxford, the traffic doesn't move very. You know, it's not like
it doesn't.
It's not the easiest place to get around, if you know what I mean.
No, it's
and all
not.
those little circly circs. What do they call them?
Roundabouts.
Roundabout.
Dude, the roundabouts are confusing as hell for somebody like me.
You couldn't live in D.C. then. I mean, I tell you.
Whoa, the roundabout.
Johnny,
man.
Johnny just goes straight. He just goes straight
keep
through the
going. That's what I'm
roundabout.
saying. I'm like honking. Like, no. Yeah, the roundabouts are confusing. But, man, T-Money. All right, let's start with the picks. What do you have?
All right, Johnny. I'm going to go with a full Friday, Freaky Friday card, and I'm going to start with East Carolina catching 5 points, 4.5 points, wherever it
Against
lays.
Cincinnati?
You know, these lines, they move up and down like I've never seen before. I guess with all these betting sites out there now, and your regular Joes can just get on there and put $5 on games. These lines move all over the place. I think I saw it at +5, 4.5. But I like East Carolina tonight playing Cincinnati. I know it's at Cincinnati, but, you know, Cincinnati can fall into the Ohio River for all I care. I know people in Ohio wouldn't care either way either. So I like East Carolina plus the points tonight, +5 or 4.5, wherever it lays.
All right, I like that. You got the Pirates, man. They're going to Nippert Stadium tonight. They're going to clip the Cincinnati Bearcats. I'm not a big Bearcats fan. I think they're bougie, and the fact that they're moving the Big 12, I hope East Carolina slaps them like it's going out of style.
I agree. I like that. In my second game, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out west, and I'm going to take the under 65.5 for the USC.
It's bumped to
Colorado
66
game.
right now, so we get it at
What is it?
66. We got it at 66 currently.
Oh, my goodness. Like I said, these lines move. You know, that's why you need Uncle Brasky and T-Money to help you through these lines because they move a whole lot. So I like the under. I mean, I think USC boat races them, but I see it 65 just seems like a lot for a Colorado team that scored, I think, 10 against Oregon State and 13 against another squad. It didn't look good to get to 65, so I'm taking the under in it.
Do you know that there's 2 games this year that they didn't even score 10 points? They scored only 7 against Minnesota, and they scored only 9 against the Beavers. And you think the Beavers at Oregon State would just give them a little something out of sympathy, but they didn't. They only scored 9 on Oregon State, so I kind of like that.
Well, they missed an extra point or just 3 field goals?
3 field goals, man.
Man, that's bad. I may just load the house up on that under. Buffalo with Colorado Buffaloes are terrible club.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Rashawn Salam ain't running through that doorway, is he?
No, and neither is what was the quarterback then that played at Pittsburgh? What was his name?
Oh my God!
He threw the bomb down there.
Oh my God! I can see his face. Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart. Yeah, Cordell Stewart. He was a tough son of a gun.
He was a tough sucker, but man, yeah, Rashawn Salam and Cordell Stewart, they were good, but the Buffalo have been bad for a long time. Like, they ain't been good since the deadgum 90s, late 90s. So I like that.
They had Shawnaut come out of there, and that's about it 20 years.
Okay, so there's one more game on Friday. I take it the next play is going to be Fresno State versus UNLV.
Well, I didn't take that. Those are just my 2 plays right there. I didn't even look at it.
Oh, okay. So we're going under in Colorado, USC, under 66, and we're going to take East Carolina plus the 5.
That's it. Those are my 2 plays. We're going to get that bankroll started this weekend. And remember, I don't know your bankroll any more than you know mine. And a responsible gambler always stays at the next bet. You remember that.
That's right. I agree with you. T-Money is dropping knowledge. All right, Brasky, what do you got?
First of all, Johnny, I'm going to start you out with a team that likes stickers on their helmet. I like Indiana catching a 40 at Ohio State.
Ooh. Well, hey, you know what? You're going to definitely be winning at least in the first half.
That's too many points. Look what Northwestern did to them.
Yeah, the wind was really, really bad during that game.
Oh, now you're an Ohio State fan.
All you got to do is
bad.
All you got to do is hand it to somebody and let him run it.
I
don't know what they were trying to do. The next one that I like, Johnny, is I like TCU plus 7.5
against Texas.
I don't know against Texas. I do not know how. I could maybe see Texas being a 3-point favorite, but you're talking about an undefeated TCU team that's been able to come back and score on everybody.
Yeah, I think the one thing that they're worried is TCU cannot stop the run, and Bijan Robinson is a dude who can run the dead gum football like a madman. But I like Max Duggan. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. They're 9-0. He gets the ball out to his playmakers like Johnston. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. I think 7.5 is too many points.
I do, too. I really do. And we're going to get you on the best dime bag special you've ever had. I almost thought about taking this on the money line. I like Arkansas plus 3.5 to 4. It's been bobbling between the two. That's going to be the dime bag play this week.
Wait a minute. I thought you had LSU in the Final Four. Now you're talking money line Arkansas?
The only reason is when I put out
people, y'all can't even do math.
He's guaranteed to be right now.
People. I thought
you don't understand that you're getting 3 points there, money. This could be a 1-point game. I'm telling you, you're going up there playing. This is the same way Ole Miss did several years ago with Bo Wallace. I think we were undefeated and went up there. The temperature is going to be 33 with 15-mile-an-hour wind. Them boys from Baton Rouge, they're used to the cold. They're going to look like they're standing around a burn barrel in South Memphis. They're going to be cold. Arkansas is used to it. I'm telling you, the weather's going to play into that game tomorrow.
Are you saying they're a little thicker in Arkansas?
They've got the winter weight on, I promise you, up on the rock there.
You know what,
Guarantee you.
I will say I've been over to Arkansas now a couple times in my life, a few times since I've been dating Chas, and I will say it's a little bit thicker over in Arkansas, huh? I think it's because there's so many fast food joints.
Correct. So you just watch. Don't be surprised if Arkansas doesn't beat them tomorrow. It's going to be a close game.
All right, Jaden Daniels is not going to be running rougher shot on the Pigs. Pig Suey's going to get the cover. They're getting 3.5. You said that's the best dime bag special you've had all year, correct?
Correct.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't even take the
Oh,
Rebels.
my God.
I was going to say,
Hey, Jay,
are you okay?
Jay, what is the dime bag special? What are we at on that, Jay Morgan?
I haven't been keeping track the last couple weeks. Ever since I got sick, I lost track. But I feel like you guys have been winning it. We did some double dips. We're winning double dips. We're winning dime bags. In my personal record book, I think you guys have only lost 2 dime bag specials.
That's what I thought.
Correct.
I think we're on a three-week run on the dime bag special. So I like that. I was talking with Red and Nichols yesterday, and they were saying how they're going to fade your dime bag special. How about that?
Well, that's fine. Well, let me tell you what. BB loves LSU, so you taking it hard. He didn't win a bet last weekend. And he
BB's
likes
got to
LSU.
be. He's the worst gambler I've ever met in my life.
So
if
fade
he likes
him.
LSU. Oh, we got to fade him. I mean, the bookie loves watching him come down the street. He knows he's got a pocket full of cash. You know,
Right. He's ready to drop off. You know, I mean, the guy.
Uncle
only
Brad
bookie I know
used
that
to have a
takes me out
pocket
to
full of
the
cash.
steakhouse.
And, remember when you had a pocket full of cash, Uncle Brasky, until you got put on your allowance?
Yeah. Yeah, when I got
Red told me that you start off every week with $100, and then Lynn takes you down every time you don't take the trash out. You lose $10 for the week. He said you're down to about $45 by Saturday.
No, I run my own house. I got my own dinero. That's why you got to get on these.
I will say there's no way you do your yard because your yard actually looks really nice. Who does that?
My wife. I get her out there cutting the grass.
I knew it.
You know.
I knew it wasn't you because I didn't see any bear cans in the bushes. The yard was perfect. I was like, man, what's up?
No, I know it. I know it. Yeah. So y'all don't be talking bad. I do have my wife in the car with me, so don't be giving her any ideas.
Well, give her my love, and y'all have a blessed one. I hope y'all take care. I'll see you this Saturday, Uncle Brasky. T-Money, I'll see you probably on Monday. We'll go get some burgers.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Later,
right,
players.
All right. See you.
Right.
Those boys are so awesome. You know what they make me want to do, though? Drink a lot, too. If you, got in your car right now, let's say you're in South Haven, 5847 Getwell Road. Go see Jimmy the Delta Boy. He's over there right now chilling like a villain. They got the largest bourbon selection you will ever see from all over the world. Not just Kentucky and Tennessee bourbons, man, and whiskeys. They got it all. Plus, they got Tito's vodka all over the place and at a great price. You can get a big fat bottle of Tito's for $32.99, and I'm talking about the half-gallon, baby. You know what I'm saying? And they have wine, and I'm talking about they're so kind. I took Chas down there to get a specific bottle of wine, and they didn't have it. They didn't carry it. So you know what he did? He found out where that bottle was. He sent me to another liquor store, and when I went back down there, he had it in stock just for us. Jimmy the Delta Boy and his staff will take care of you. They are priced right. They are convenient to get in and out. It's close to people's house down in South Haven. Again, 5847 Getwell Road. Grapevine Liquor and Wines. There's not a better liquor store, period. We're back in 2 shakes to close things out on a beautiful Friday on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
When you're hunting for small game or big game or thinking of selling your home, think about Sheldon Rosengarten and you Mallory.
That's right, Sheldon. We're with Mark Spensdorf Realtors, and while I'm often successful when I go hunting, I heard you're such a lousy golfer they've banned you from some courses.
Very funny, you. I may be a horrible golfer, but I have a highly successful strategic marketing program with the famous Shellbucks option that takes up most of my practice time. My clients would much rather see me sell their home than hit a hole-in-one.
Sheldon, you're normally about 5 strokes away from a hole-in-one. That's on a par 3.
Yeah. Remember, don't tee off with any agent. Talk to 2 or 3 and let you, Mallory, and me be one of them. Remember what people often say, when you want the job done, call Sheldon. And Mallory Moves Memphis. That's Sheldon Rosengarten and you, Mallory, at 682-1868 or memphisrelocate.com. Do it now, 682-1868 or memphisrelocate.com.
Do you have some great chili that's a real taste bud pleaser? Then get yourself or a team entered in the 10th inning chili cook-off contest with cash and prizes for first, second, and People's Choice winners. Plus live music, raffles, a silent auction, games, and more to help benefit local children adoptions. 10th Inning Chili Cook-Off and Festival, Sunday, November 20th at 10th Inning Sports Bar and Grill, Getwell Road, South Haven. To get signed up, go to 10thinningcompetition.com. That's 10thinningcompetition.com.
You want to be awesome like The Miz? You want to be a champion like me? Whether your game is wrestling or sports betting, you are going to need a game plan. DraftKings Sportsbook wants you to have fun while staying responsible, so they provide you with all the tools you need to build your personal betting game plan. My Finale lets everyone know when my matches are finished, and time limits in the app let you know how long you've spent and when it's time for a break. You can also control the maximum amount you'd like to place on any single bet by using DraftKings Sportsbook wager limits. And if you ever find yourself needing to hit pause, you can use the cooling off period to lock the app for up to 4 weeks. I practice safe bets, and so should you. Visit DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming to learn about all these tools and more.
Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/responsible-gaming for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled, and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkham for Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. Thinking about buying a new or used car or truck? Remember, the selection's better and the savings are bigger at Sunrise. Over 600 new cars and trucks to choose from. Factory rebates up to $2,000 and interest rates low as 0%. Bad credit? It's okay. At Sunrise, we've got a financing plan for everybody. SunriseMemphis.com. We're saving you money. It's just the way of doing business. Covington Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville. We make it fun to buy a car again. Check out the all-new Sunrise Truck Corral. Huge selection of nothing but trucks. All makes, all models, all prices, all trucks, all the time. Next to Sunrise Wolf Chase.
That is one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's in the house. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there. Thank you to all those who've served. Really, really appreciate all the freedoms that we have and for you making that sacrifice, going out there and putting in that work so we can enjoy our life. Speaking of enjoying life, right now I'm not enjoying this Detroit-Boston College game, Jay.
No, this kid number 0 for Detroit is 2 games. He scored 10 points or more in 113 straight games. The NCAA record is 115. He's 2 games away from breaking that. How about that?
For Detroit?
For Detroit.
Oh, yeah, great. Well, way to tell me after
Well, I didn't have that stat till just now, John. Hey, New Hampshire's up 10, though, at halftime, and they were 5-point dogs.
I'm happy that I thought they were up by 8. I think your math skills are trash.
They were up 10. They might have given it. You know, John, it's halftime. Another score in front of me.
Okay. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm watching it closely.
I shouldn't lash out. You're right. It's my bad.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Everybody sometimes needs a little Tito's, maybe a Xanax. I mean, just.
I don't think you should combine those things.
You know what? I think that's what. I think my doctor told me you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I think
but I'll tell you one thing. Let me just tell you a little secret, buddy. Mixing them, woo, kind of kicks everything in. You might not remember anything the next day, but whoa. Oh, man. Tonight, I'm going to Alabama. I'm going to Ole Miss to see Ole Miss, Alabama. I'm fired up. On the way down there, I got to stop, though, because Chaz hasn't got her Ole Miss outfit. So we're going to go to Frontier Western Store at 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch because they have a ladies' boutique with all the fall fashions. I need to get something warm for myself. Good thing I'm at Frontier Western Store because you can shop for the whole family, all your friends, everybody and their grandmother. They got you covered from head to toe. They got dope hats all the way to the largest boot showroom on planet Earth. They have work boots, dress boots, hiking boots, any kind of boots you want. They got furry boots. They got all kinds of boots. I'm telling you, Frontier Western Store and FrontierWesternStore.com. Shop online at FrontierWesternStore.com 24/7, 365. They ship your orders out really quick. But if you need it before the game tomorrow, head on down there. They're open 9 to 7. Monday through Saturday, 1 to 6 on Sunday. Again, that's Frontier Western Store and FrontierWesternStore.com. Jay, we got a big game tonight with the Grizzlies. We have not talked much basketball since Jay Ham has left the program at 11:45-ish. Kind of curious, do you like the Grizz tonight against Big Cat and Rudy Gobert and Ant-Man?
I'm not going to touch that game.
I don't think I'm going to touch it either.
I like the Cavs plus 2.5 tonight, though. That's probably my best bet of the night.
The Cavs?
Yeah, plus 2.5.
Playing the Warriors on the road. Spider-Man's going to go in there and stop Steph Curry. Put a bunch of balls in his eye.
I don't know about balls and eyes, but no.
Isn't that what they call it when you put it, like shoot the ball and it goes in the hole and you're like right when somebody's right on you? Isn't that put it in the eye?
In your grill, yeah, put it in your eye. I also like the Nuggets +5 against the Celtics tonight and the Kings -2 against your Lakers that you hate.
I'm not a Laker fan.
Yeah, so I like the Kings tonight -2.
I'm a Jeannie Buss fan.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Isn't that a song?
It is.
Well, who sings
Christina
it?
Aguilera.
Oh, God, you're so funny. Oh, he is Jay Morgan Harder. Big thanks to T-Money and Brasky, Lee Sterling, Jay Ham. It was a great show. Don't forget, you can get all the action for Ole Miss and Alabama right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM as the pregame starts tomorrow at 12:30. Y'all do me a favor. Get out there. Make the world a better place. We're going to see you on the flip side. Peace.
Texting enrolls you into